Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here at Erie High School, where the Erie High School basketball boys are getting ready to arrive to the gym here after winning the 2A Sub-State Championship here at Humboldt earlier today. And looking forward to the open round matchup of state action. We will be playing Linden Monday night here at Erie High School. On? Okay. As we await the arrival of the basketball boys, Mr. Kramer.
Red Devil fans, your 2021 Sub-State champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boys just arrived at the gym here. Starting a new tradition here at Erie High School, one that used to happen and kind of got away from it out there. We're going to watch the boys as they're coming in to cut down the net and take a piece of history home with them here this evening. Still waiting for the coaches to arrive here. I haven't seen them walk in. They're probably trying to stay away because they know Mr. Kramer's going to grab a hold of one of them here in a minute.
I am.
Well, one of us. You think we can get Coach Pifer to do an interview?
Oh, I doubt it, but we can sure try.
We're going to try. We might even see if Coach Carlisle wanted to say a few words here live. That's everybody watching live with us here.
They could have just got in their cars and went home too. What do you think?
Well, I asked Coach Pifer, I said, now you're going to make sure you and Carlisle is here for this. And he says, yeah. I know he's got a lot of scouting to do to try to get ready for Monday as, it's a quick turnaround from sub-state to state this year as the boys will open up Monday night. Not much time to get rejuvenated and not a lot of time for scouting. So hopefully the boys can recover from the two hard-fought matchups between Colgan on Thursday night and Uniontown today. So,
yeah, absolutely. Those two games are going to take a lot out of a team. Monday night we were able to rest a lot of our players, and that proved to be, I think, a very important factor as we come through the week with playing a very close game Thursday night and yet another very physical game here this afternoon. And being able to set some of those guys early on was a real benefit.
And Mr. Kramer, Mr. Pifer just walked into the gym carrying the sub-state championship trophy here.
Red Devil fans, let's make it official. Your 2020 and 21 Class 2A Sub-State champion, the Erie Red Devil.
Coach wants to make sure and get the managers in on some pictures.
You bet. They do a lot of work, behind the scenes there, videoing the games, and it's good to see them here for the picture and the celebration of the cutting of the nets. You know, Kramer looking over at Coach Carlisle. He's got this necktie down loose. I'm not sure if he had it that loose during the game or if he just finally got a chance to relax here. But good to see both coaches here with the boys here.
Yeah.
Our first senior, point guard, Tyler Dooley.
Tyler Dooling is the first up here to get a piece of history to take home with him.
Our next senior, number 23, Tyler Pasquarelli.
Tyler Pasquarelli getting his piece of history.
Safety first. They all pass kindergarten. Put the scissors point down.
That's right. Mark Bogner will take his turn, and Kramer looking back. Those 3 3-pointers in the first half ended up being big. There's offense was struggling when he started getting hot tonight.
Yeah, he stepped up and was able to finish tonight with 15 points, 4 3-pointers and a basket and free throw.
Next up for the Red Devils is Dawson Lehman. Hard-fought game tonight. He did a good job on Sutterby as when Dillinger had to go to the bench with foul trouble. Dawson stepped up and did a good job there on Sutterby this evening.
Our next senior, number 42, Tanner Smith.
Next up, Tanner Smith. Got quite a bit of playing time tonight as the Red Devils were in foul trouble. He stepped in and played hard tonight. Had to play Sutterby and a couple other players.
Our next senior, Connor Boaz.
Next up, Connor Boaz getting his piece of history to take home.
Red Devil Juniors, Eric Dillinger.
Big man Eric Dillinger going up to get his piece of history, and tough night for him. I think he finished tonight with 6 points. As got in a little bit of foul trouble, so we're hoping he'll rebound big and come out strong Monday night.
Yeah, success for this team down the stretch is going to depend on him being on the floor and having a more solid outing than what he had today. And he must have picked up the scissors that didn't have any blades in them.
It's only fitting that Eric's the one having trouble here cutting down the nets.
It's been a rough day for him, but
our next senior is Garrett Ruart.
Next up for the Red Devils is Garrett Ruart. Garrett did a good job defensive tonight. He had to play several different Eagles tonight. Defensively, he played a pretty good game, though.
Yeah, saw his role change a lot today with foul situation.
Our next junior, Ethan Bartholomew.
I tell you what, here's a young Red Devil here, junior Ethan Bartholomew, going up to get his piece of the net, piece of history. And I tell you what, this kid stepped in big today with foul trouble, played a lot of minutes there. Dooling had to go to the bench, and Ethan stepped up there big and controlled the ball and ran the offense for the Red Devils.
Yeah, did a good job of taking the tempo there when he needed to step up. As we talked how important that point guard role is, and he did a great job of making that happen tonight.
Up next is Riley Ewan, young kid there that got a little playing time in the first round against Arma. Hit a big 3-point there against Arma.
Next up is junior Caden Eads.
Another junior, Caden Eads, big part of the team here as he's getting his piece of history.
Next up is a Red Devil freshman, Bryce Demerits.
Good to see 2 freshmen here on the state champion or the state sub-state champions team. Bryce Demerit. able to make the team here, get a piece of history. Big plans ahead for him next year, I'm assuming, along with the next freshman, Ethan Dillinger, going
Our
up.
next Red Devil freshman, Ethan Dillinger.
Yeah, it's good to see these young men get activated for this postseason so they could come out and get a taste of what it's like to play at this level of basketball. At least being on a bench, it's a whole lot different atmosphere being there on the bench with the team than it is supporting your team from the stands. And now
You
they've
bet.
got a little taste of what that feels like, so maybe they can help be contributors to this team next year and for several years to come now as
Now
just
our Red Devil
freshmen.
managers.
You bet.
First up, Emma Mason.
Emma Hasted, you only get a piece of the net. She was one of the managers for the team today.
I take that back.
She's a little nervous. She don't want to get out there in front of everybody, but Aiden Bartholomew is another manager. He's been a lifeline for Coach Pifer filming these games long before you and I came to the program.
You know, without them managers, game film and stuff for the
Now we have Emma
coaches
Mason.
it's tough to come by. You know, before we started live streaming, you know, it was up to managers to film the game so the coaches could go back and look at what the team was doing good and what the team needed to work on. So, big shout out here to the managers coming, being part of the team here, cutting down the nets.
Next up, Coach Jimmy Carlisle.
And now Coach Carlisle, probably one of the most underevaluated assistant coaches in Southeast Kansas. This gentleman here has been right beside Coach Pifer's side and has done a great job being an assistant, telling Pifer what he needs to know when he needs to know it.
Yeah, absolutely. He takes that role of assistant coach and knocks it out of the park. Does a great job of doing what an assistant coach needs to do.
And now you see Coach Pifer going up to get his piece of history. And I tell you what, if he is not recognized as probably one of the best coaches in Southeast Kansas, whoever votes on that are fools, because this gentleman has come in here to Erie, Kansas, has brought you now 2 sub-state champions, 2 state finals in a row here. So it's good to see that this has happened here, and we're going to try to catch Coach Pifer and Coach Carlisle for a little bit of talks here and see if we can't get them to do a little bit of interview before we close out today.
Well, Ryan, as they're getting a picture there with all their pieces of the net, just once again excited for this Red Devil team and happy for these guys.
Hey guys, spin around here for the live feed.
Yeah, everybody take a look here. This is your 2021.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, your 2020-21 boys basketball class 2A sub-state champions.
We're going to try to get Coach Pifer in here for a few words. Going ahead, getting ready for state championship here, looking first round Monday night. As we wait for Coach Pifer to find a little time to get over here, just got a few quick questions and comments, and see what Coach Pifer has to say after the hard-fought victory here at Humboldt today, beating the Uniontown Eagles.
Well, I'm really happy for our guys. They've worked, not just this year, but for years, and going back, this group has played together for a long time, and they've put in the hours and the commitment, and when those things pay off, it really makes you feel good for them. And so I'm really happy for them. Uniontown played really well. They were playing well coming in. Their guards did a nice job, and then 42 is always a handle in there, or a handful in there. And so I was just really pleased with the way our guys competed, even though we maybe didn't play our best game today.
Yeah, I would agree. Sutterby kind of took advantage of Dillinger there early, but got a lot of good play out of a lot of kids on the floor. Bartholomew come in when Doolin got in foul trouble there, did a good job for you, along with Tanner Smith and Ruark. A lot of big contributing factors today. And I won't keep you long, as I know you got a lot of scouting getting ready for Linden on Monday night. But what do you see coming in Monday night as a big key factor for the Red Devils?
Well, there's no question. First off, I would like to mention those guys that you mentioned with Ethan and Bartholomew and Tanner. And those guys don't always get the largest amount of minutes, but, man, they came in and really did a good job. And we tell our guys, everyone has a role, and it goes back to practice. 2 hours before the game, our freshmen and those younger guys are going through their stuff, and that all matters. So I'm really happy for those guys, but for everybody. I took just a little peek at Linden at the end of last week, and they're really, really good. They are long, they are athletic, and they guard really well. So, and they like to get the ball inside. So it's going to be really important for us to be our best defensively. There's no question. If we're not good defensively, we won't be successful. So that's where it starts, and then from there, hopefully we can knock in some shots and move on to the next one.
Well, Coach, I know you got a lot to do, and I won't keep you. I want to thank you for taking time to have a little speech with us here, and thank you for a great season. Want to wish you success in the state tournament and for future years with Red Devil basketball.
You bet. Thank you guys all year. You've done a great job, and hopefully we can keep her going a couple more days.
You bet. Thank you, sir, and have a good day.
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Erie Erie assistant basketball coach here, one of the best assistant basketball coaches in Southeast Kansas, Mr. Carlisle. Words of wisdom from yourself on the season the Red Devils have had.
Well, Coach Pifer has just done a great job, and we are truly thankful to have him in leadership of our program. And he builds not only great basketball players, but he also builds young men. And you see that on the court, you see that in the hallways, and Coach Pifer is just top-notch as far as I'm concerned. He will figure out a way to get us ready for Monday night. I have no doubt. He's already working on it. He's already been working on it. And so we'll be ready to go, and we know we're going to have a tough opponent in Linden, but we'll be ready to go.
Well, one of the main reasons I want to get you in here today is, a lot of times assistant coaches don't get the top glory light on a basketball team. That a lot of times the head coaches get to do all of the paper responses and everything, and Coach Pifer does a great job. Every time Coach Pifer talks, it's team. And, we've watched this team all year, and they are a team. They would rather dish the ball, let somebody else score. It's not about me, or I. It is a team, and it's a privilege to be able to sit down and talk to both you and Pifer because that comes from you two.
Well, we appreciate that.
And we appreciate that. And I know as an assistant you don't get the glory, but I wanted to take time with you because I watch you every game on the sideline. And anytime somebody's in foul trouble or we're needing a timeout or something, you're the first one to grab Coach Pifer. Let him know what's going on because he can't control everything that's going on, not on the court but off the court. So I wanted to let you have a little time here as you're a big factor of this Red Devil basketball
Ryan,
team.
Appreciate that very much.
Appreciate the time that you put into this program.
Absolutely.
And I know you and Pifer's got a lot to do, so we won't keep you very long here, but it's been a privilege knowing you, and thank you for stepping in here and doing this today.
Well, and I want to thank you and Kramer for all you guys have done this year. Your dedication has been unbelievable, and it's been great for our community, great for our kids, great for our fans, great for Red Devil Nation. So thank you so much.
And we couldn't have done it without Chad Boaz. He's the mastermind behind
go.
all
And
this.
Chad, that's right.
He's the technology guy.
There you go.
All right, Mr. Carlisle, thank you. And with that, folks, we're glad to be able to bring this to you live here at Erie, Kansas. Don't forget, Monday night, we will have to get you the time, but I know it's 6 o'clock Monday night, I've been informed. So 6 o'clock Monday night, we're going to be here live, hopefully being able to live stream the game to you. But as of right now, I don't think we have that official. We're going to have to try to do some paperwork, and hopefully the Erie Record can get us in here and be able to bring it to you live stream. But we will let you know as soon as we know. But thank you all for watching this year, and hopefully we'll be able to continue this into the state. Until then, good night. Thanks for joining us here for this celebration.